0702 Movies.
24 minutes to 2 o'clock. Movies and what to stream time. 011 883 0702. The WhatsApp line 072 702 1702. Share your recommendations with us. Adelaide Moyeng joins us, founder of Movies and Stuff SA. Make sure you follow on the socials. Happy Monday, Adelaide. I have to kick off by saying, I finally finished Bad Influencer. It is so good. And people might be like, why are you only shocked now because you were in the show? So I got sent my scenes. I shot my scenes. I didn't know the whole story. I didn't have the whole script. And I kind of enjoyed that. I got to watch with everyone and you guys must watch Bad Influencer on Netflix. Thank you, darling. So it is so good. And I didn't want to say, oh, it's so good until we all delivered. And Joanne Reinecker, you are a queen.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Stella.
Actually, of all the performances there, and I really mean it in the nicest way, she carried that show. Her emotions, I felt every single scene that she was in. And I felt like the stakes were so high. At some point, I forgot that it was a show. It felt like someone's real life story. And I think that's when you know that an actor has honestly done their work and they've done their job to such a great extent that you are just like, wow, this performance is something else. So she was stellar. She was amazing. And I also loved your part as well. Lady B, for those who don't know, I hope I'm not spoiling. Y'all better recognize.
Guys, you need to watch on Netflix, please. Okay, before we ruin it even more for everybody, what are we kicking off with?
Right, we've got great news in the TV world. A show that has raised the entire nation is coming back after being cancelled in 2019. For those who don't know, I'm telling you now, Top Billing is actually coming back to our screens, which is such a great announcement, and it's such great news. For those who don't know, Top Billing is, I'd be surprised if you don't know, but if you do not know what Top Billing is, it is by far one of our best South African lifestyle shows. It would do all kinds of, obviously they would show us South Africa, different architecture, home, wedding, lifestyle, new trends, fashion, all of that. And they were cancelled in 2019 after being on air for 25 years. But now we have heard the great news that they are coming back and that there will be a reunion episode that will air on the 27th of November on SABC3, and then we will get our weekly episodes next year in March in 2016. So yeah, I think that's really great news. I've always loved Top Billing. I don't know about everybody else, but it always felt like something that you needed to watch just to be, on the cusp of everything new, what's happening in and around South Africa.
I always looked forward to, because I only found out recently it was Alex J's voice, the icon Alex J, where you hear the voice saying, sit against the backdrop of Sandton's Golden Square Mile. We meet with Relebogile in her 12-room mansion.
Of course, yes.
Guys, I'm excited.
I manifested for you, my sister. You better get it.
Yes. Okay, but with that, we've got Top Billing coming back, which is positive, but there's others that are leaving.
Yeah, so sadly, MTV is shutting down some of its channels. So for those that know, obviously MTV does have other,
Paramount Pictures family,
Yes, yeah. So your MTV 90s, Club MTV, MTV 80s, MTV Live channel. So those, unfortunately, are going to be officially closed down. However, the main MTV channel will still be running. I think there's some confusion in people when they hear the words MTV shutting down. They think, oh, everything is shutting down. No, just the other channels. And so the main MTV channel will still be up and running, as obviously it's been known for airing music videos. But yeah, I think it's something that we really need to start thinking about how social media and as very specifically how quick access has sort of killed that thing of us having to wait for certain things to come on TV so that we watch them. Now we have YouTube, now we have TikTok, and so yeah, that viewership that they always counted on and had before social media, unfortunately, has now gone away. But I'm hoping that they'll find a way to revive the channel and keep, the audience that they've always had. MTV was always the first channel to introduce us to brand new music videos, brand new artists, and even shows that incorporate music and its audiences really well. So I really hope they find a way to just keep it afloat and maybe bring back the audiences. Look what Top Billing has done after so many years, and them also proving to the channels that, yes, guys, we are needed, we are loved, give us a chance, we will do it bigger and better next time. So let's hope that, things get better there.
Indeed, indeed. All right, and then we've got The Beast in Me.
Right, so it's called The Beast in Me, and it's a very dark psychological thriller. It's about a lady who unfortunately has lost her son, and she's a writer, and she has a new neighbor who moves into the neighborhood, but he's like a rich guy, very mysterious, aloof, can't really put your finger on what type of guy that he is, and she thinks to herself as a writer, I don't really have anything going on right now, I'm in the grieving process, let me try and write a new book and have my neighbor be the focal point of my next book that I'm about to write. And so in her doing that, she actually discovers way more than she should, and it starts becoming a little bit more dangerous than expected. So that's something that's been doing very well, getting great reviews as well. The main lead is played by Claire Danes, and so far so good. The ratings that it's been getting has also been very astonishing for something that released a couple of days ago already. But so far so good. Really great reviews. I think people will really enjoy it, especially with this weather. Wow, where's the summer?
I have to ask in terms of Claire Danes' performance, because from the trailer I saw, it looked like she was playing very similar character to that in Homeland.
Yes, she is. And so, I don't know, I think that does help in the sense that it feeds more to the actual story itself. I know it can be a bit much sometimes when someone repeats a character, but if they do it so well, then why not keep to that niche? So yeah, I also picked that up as well in the trailer. Like I said, I haven't watched the full show, but in the trailer, it does give a similar performance to Homeland. Yeah, you are right.
Okay, as you stood by.
Right. So as you stood by, I picked this particular story just to pay homage to what's happening so that people don't forget about the march that is happening on the 21st. The national shutdown that we are having against GBV. And so this particular show is a Korean show. It's called As You Stood By, and shame. It's I must warn viewers that it is definitely about domestic violence. And it's about these two ladies who grew up being best friends. And obviously, as you grow up and you venture into adulthood, you guys obviously pick different lives. And unfortunately, her friend, who in the beginning, got married to this lovely guy, and it seemed like everything was going well. But unfortunately, she finds out that her friend is being abused, and she's now trying to find a way to help her friend escape. But in the same right, her own mother is also being abused by her father, but she also finds that out in a very sad manner, and they take it upon themselves to sort of try and fix each other's situations as best friends do. And it's your performances in this show, if you don't cry, good to you, but it is very heartbreaking, and I think it also gives a very good reality into what happens for people who are victims of gender-based violence, who are victims of domestic violence, and also how you can reach out to friends and have somebody actually be your support for you in such a rough time. I really hope that the national shutdown does actually work and we are able to achieve what we're wanting to do. But this is just a show that I wanted us to just look into to just give people a better understanding. For those who never understood, don't know anybody who's ever been through something like this is a show that you definitely need to watch. It will give you such a great insight into the struggles of people who are victims of gender-based violence or even domestic violence.
Thank you for raising that. And I'm not sure if you've noticed, Adelaide, I've seen a few people from around the world that are joining the movement, turning their profile pictures purple. The one I saw on my way to work was a person saying Haiti stands with you. And I think the biggest message is for us to remember, especially with what you're sharing, that gender-based violence is a universal issue. And the stats as it stands, with South Africa being so high on the list, also speaks to the fact that we are brilliant at our record keeping, but also reminds us not everybody reports. So even those numbers are more likely worse than what we think they are. But women around the world are crying and pleading with the gender-based violence that they are experiencing. And I'm being very specific around women being vulnerable and gender-based violence, not violence and assault that can happen between men and men or a woman assaulting a man. I'm saying the vulnerability that women already have. It is a universal issue that needs to be addressed. So thank you for bringing that to our attention. Then we've got All Her Fault.
Right. So All Her Fault, and thank you so much for also clearing that up. I also just wanted to preface that As You Stood By is a Korean TV show. So when you say that this is a universal issue that we are all suffering from, even places like Korea and all over the world, it's not something that is special to just us. But we also need to find a way to fix it in our own country as well. So really love the message that you're also spreading. And I really hope it all goes well. I'm praying that we're able to make a change. If not now, I don't know when. But anyway, let me move to All Her Fault. So All Her Fault is also another show that's been getting great reviews. I've slept on it. My apologies, guys. It came out a month ago. I'm slow to it, but I am now within everybody. So All Her Fault is a new Peacock show. It dropped last month in America, but for us here in Africa, it only premiered on November the 6th. And so it follows this lady called Marissa, who she has her son, and her son has moved to a brand new school. And obviously things are going great. You know, your child is finally adapting to your new routine. You guys have moved, and he's also in a new school. So he also ends up making some friends at school, and you let him go to a play date. You try to go and pick him up. You go pick him up, but your son has gone missing. And so unfortunately, it is every parent's worst nightmare come to life. Essentially, she's trying to find out where her son has gone, and it turns out to be more than what she thinks it is. It's been getting great reviews. The lead, and she's actually doing such a great job. I'm sure a lot of people may know her from Succession, is Sarah Snook, and she's leading the show. She's doing such a great job, such great reviews as well. It is a drama. And it's also starring a couple of people that we may know as well. Obviously, Dakota Fanning. I love how Dakota Fanning is also branching out in terms of trying to, well, not trying, but she's been doing successfully, I think. She did that shift from a child actor to an adult actor really well, to a point where you're forgetting that we actually watched her grow up right in front of us. And so she's also in this show as well. A lot of people may also know Jay Ellis. He was on Insecure. If you guys know who he is, he plays Lawrence on Insecure. Remove all of that feeling that you have towards Lawrence from Insecure, because obviously he's playing someone else in this show. But a really great, well-stacked cast as well. So far, so good. It is actually also based on a novel and partly real events as well. So some of it is based on real-life events, and some of it is also based off of the novel from Andrea Mara. So far, so good. Such great reviews. And also there's a cop in the mix that's obviously trying to find out what happened to her son, who is behind her son's kidnapping, because the son has also just vanished into thin air. So yeah, you basically follow this mother's journey into trying to figure out what happened to her son, and why no one else seems to be wanting to help her in her finding her son. Very great reviews, very good drama.
Adelaide Moyeng, we're going to have to leave it there. Adelaide Moyeng is the founder of Movies and Stuff SA. Follow her on the socials.